learning anything by documents, perchance? I guess walk us through some of how you're trying to get this information so we can all have a better understanding of what's going on here.
Right. No, absolutely, Vanessa. So we have reached out to several law enforcement agencies, both in North and South Carolina. We have reached out to law enforcement agencies in Anderson County. We've even reached out to some in even Gaffney, South Carolina. We've also reached out to law enforcement and even U.S. Marshals here in Cleveland County, just trying to gather as much of that information as we can. Now, Cleveland County, they did give us the incident report tied to this this case and this search efforts with this individual here. So that's where we've been able to at least get some of that information. We've also been able to at least talk to a neighbor or two from the area where Clinton lived, where this offense took place, and so that's going to be included for our package here at 5 and 6 o'clock tonight. But again, we have obviously been spending a lot of time trying to comb through any information, reach out to these agencies, trying to get as much information with those search efforts and this investigation as we possibly can. But again, as far as what we have so far, we have heard back at least to some capacity from the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office here, and as well as hearing from some of the neighbors in the community in that area where this incident did take place. Vanessa.
Curious, Myles, in speaking with neighbors, did they recognize this man? Did they understand like the case and feel like, oh, maybe I saw him or I saw the person he's accused of being with, that sort of thing?
So they did, they mentioned that they did know who the individual was. They did admit that they didn't have very much contact. They just know where that person, or the suspect in this case, lived. They were there when they actually had seen the police responding to this incident. But again, as far as any like constant communication, if they've seen or heard this individual, no, they have not. But again, some of the information that we are still working to gather at this hour is the reaction from the community here, but a lot of concern, at least of what we've been able to gather at this hour from those residents, especially when we're talking about the magnitude and the details from this case so far.
Yeah, certainly a concerning case. Once again, 5 and 6, as you mentioned, that's when folks can see your reporting here on WCNC Plus. Myles Harris, thank you so much, and we'll definitely stay tuned to see what you come up with for the evening newscasts. We appreciate it.